This story is our story, which so often goes untold. The story of those left sitting by the curb, waiting for a ride that may never arrive. The story of how so many disabled in Ontario are left stranded, idling.
We live brighter lives on the darker side.
Well, this is it. This is the very last drive. Can't believe it's actually here. It's 8 a.m. We're in Kemptville, and we're just about to head out on our way to Ottawa. It's going to be a 50-kilometer drive. Should take us about 4 hours probably to get to the city line. Then we meet up with the police and make the rest of our ways. I can't believe it's been 43 days already. Can't believe we made 15 drives. Can't believe we made it. But we have one last drive, one last go, and I better enjoy it because I'm going to miss it once this is all said and done.
We have cool bowling.
We do have cool bowling. That is also true. Mobilized March is not just about accessible transportation anymore. It is now about cool bowling.
Needed wood for houses to make a city of this town. They sent us here for lumber, but the trees weren't all we found.
I can't believe it. I can't believe that it would go for this long and then just stop.
Tell us what happened, Jeff.
When we were driving, we were in Ottawa, we're on Chronicling Road, which if you're not from Ottawa, it's basically 2 lanes, and then you've got hill on one side, river on the other, and there are no roads connecting to it on the sides. So we're driving along, and the storm hits.
Live brighter lives on the dark.
And it rains and rains and rains, and there's nowhere for us to go to hide. So we drive through it, we get drenched.
They wouldn't have us stay here, but twice they bridged the gap.
Jump under a tree, jump into the van, change my shirt, change my clothes, dry off the chair as much as we can. This is unbelievable. Of course, on the last day of the trip, it has to rain like crazy. The weatherman said less than 1 millimeter. I would say that this is probably a little more than 1 millimeter of rain. I can definitely see about a centimeter of rain right over there in that gutter, if not more. This is unreal. So we're stuck right now. We're gonna try and wait it out. We're early, luckily, so we're gonna sit and wait and see if we can wait out the rain a little bit and hopefully get back on the road by 3. Hopefully it isn't too bad. I think it might be sort of slowing down right now, actually. Or not. Made it on to Queen Elizabeth. Made it to the German embassy. Turned onto the road. The moment I passed the German embassy, the chair just like slowly grinds to a halt and stops moving. And all the lights come on. I have power. The chair tilts, but it will not drive.
Any indication of the advocates of the future, boy, we're in for a good ride. That's great.
This is the worst rain we've driven through this entire trip. We've driven through a lot of rain. Never sideways rain, however. That's something new for us, for sure. And so that was a bit of an experience. And I'm so glad you were able to come out and be a part of it today, because it is really important. You know, I have now been across this province from London to Ottawa, slowly but surely, 10 kilometers an hour, 600 kilometers, and I've seen what's happening in our communities. And I've seen the people who are stuck, who cannot get rides, who are not allowed to be part of their community because they can't get out of their homes. You know, there may not be bars on our windows, but there are most certainly stairs at our doors, and we need to do a better job. But despite the rain, this is a very bright trip. The sun is shining in Ontario, because I have also seen across this province accessibility advisory committees that are standing up for the disabled, who are asking for better service, who are demanding better service, better support for people like myself, for people like all of you out in this community here who came out to support this. Change is coming, slowly but surely. We are making a difference. And that's what this trip is all about. It's about making a difference. It's about getting people moving. It's about realizing that, yes, we may be stuck in the rain. Yes, we may be stuck in the cold. But with every turn of our wheel, with every day that we spend out in our community, meeting, talking, advocating, we are pushing for a brighter future. So continue to push. Continue to advocate. Because it's going to get better. And it is getting better. And it is raining today. I was hoping it would be a little sunnier. The weatherman was a little wrong. They claimed less than 1 millimeter. That was the biggest millimeter I've ever seen in my life. But you know, I've been thinking about it, and when all is said and done, I think, you know, let that rain come down. Let that rain come down, because quite frankly, I'm a little thirsty. And the people of Ontario are a little thirsty. We're thirsty for transportation. We're thirsty for access. And as this rain comes down, let it wash away the intolerance, the misunderstanding, the misperceptions that currently revolve around the disabled community. And let's start again fresh this summer and for the rest of this year and the rest of our lives for an accessible and inclusive and accepting Ontario.
Wouldn't have us stay here, but twice they bridged the gap.